Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is Feb 26, 2022. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Let's take a look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. So with that, we'll look at market update and look at top ETFs by volume, and let's look at top stocks with a high short ratio, and let's go after the quality with the heavily shorted stocks with low RSI that tells you these stocks are sold off and very good fundamentals. And finally, my subscribers can get access to Google Sheet version of the heavily shorted stocks, and look at the comment below and click on the link and request the access, so that way you can search and sort the favorite stocks that you want to look at and go from there. With that, let's jump in here. Look, from a market perspective, market is very turbulent. It's going up and down nicely. Look, huge downturn here, nice upturn, huge downturn. Now we are on the way up. So even with this, I think we got to be careful for next week. We got Fed testimony coming up. We got jobs report. That's why we got to be very careful. So one of the way to play this market is to look at XXX bullish and XXX bearish ETF. We'll take a look at some of them as we look at the ETF. And look, we got here S&P 500, same story here. Look, it's down, up, down again. Right now we are still down below 200-day moving average. As you can see here, we are trying to take on 200-day moving average. So we got to be careful here also, especially next week. It's a Fed watch and jobs report. And similar story in Nasdaq. Nasdaq is a little more weaker. Look at the distance between the current price and the 200-day moving average. It's pretty significant here. Nasdaq is beaten down, as you can see here. And same story with Russell. Russell is also beaten down. A good distance between the current price and 200-day moving average. On the long term, these indices are doing very well. These are great buying opportunities for the folks who want to buy and hold stocks. It's a great time. It's a stock pickers market. We can buy some great stocks and sock it away. I've been doing that constantly in the downturn, and these are for long-term holding, and keep socking it away. This is the best time to buy and hold for long term. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at the fear and greed index. Look, fear and greed index, it was extreme fear a couple of days ago. Now I think we came up. It was 25 2 days ago. Now it's 31 with the recent surge. It's in the fear zone still, but I can see that coming to 25 again, or even to 20, as there are some fresh news about the Fed testimony, as Fed is trying to fight the inflation. And there is still geopolitical tension with Ukraine and Russia, and there is also looming job market next week. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at top ETFs by volume. Look, we got S&P 500, which is one of my top ETF here. Look, it's now with this recent surge, it's down 8.8% from 52-week high. Right now, it's not in the correction territory after the recent surge. It was in the correction territory a couple of days ago. So with that, I think it's a good time to look at some of the great stocks in S&P 500 and in general and buy them. And one of my favorite way to play the market is TQQQ. When the market is down big time, buy some TQQQ. It's a XXX bull ETF, as many of you know. Its price is very low, $51.91. Look, as the market jumped up for every move in S&P 500, this moves about 3 times, as you can see here. So it's a great one to play up and down market. When the market is down big time, buy TQQQ. When the market is up big time, buy SQQQ. That's one of the way to play the market and take advantage of short term up and down. This is a little more better than playing with the futures, because you don't have downside loss like futures if you play TQQQ and SQQQ. And you could also look at other things like UVXY. It's a VIX, as you can see here. When the stock market doing extremely well, VIX trying to go lower. When the market is a little turbulent, VIX try to go higher. So with market going higher, VIX came down, as you can see here. you could buy some wicks or UVXY and sock it away. You got to be careful here. These are not for long-term holding. You got to be quick if you buy these inverse ETFs and pro ETFs. And we got a few more. I love QQQQ. I'd been buying some QQQQ and it's down. Now it's going a little bit higher. QQQQ is one of my long-term holding. I tend to sock it away as QQQ comes down nicely. And I got a few more as you can see here. Look, China is coming, just trying to go higher. But right now China is still down nicely. Look, 31% down from 52-week high. You got to be very selective if you want to buy China. And then as you see here, we got a few more areas. Russia also came down big time. Look here, we got we got Russia ETF here, RSX. Look at the Russia, the way it dropped here. In last 5 days, Russian stocks came down by 32%. So if you're a long-term investor or an opportunist, you could buy some RSX here and hold from there. And if you don't like what's happening with the Ukraine and Russia, you don't need to buy this one. There are great opportunities, you could buy them. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. So next list is really all the stocks with a heavy short ratio, sorted by heavy short ratio at the top and volume more than 1 million shares. Look, this is the unfiltered list for most part, with the exception of all these stocks have got nice heavy more than 1 million shares traded. Look at the short ratio here. We got huge short ratio here. As you can see here, it's sorted by short ratio. Top short ratio at the top, as you can see here. It's the float short, as you call it. And I also added gross margin and net margin and sales growth, so that way you can see if these companies are having some revenue. We got the revenue number right here, so are these companies making money? Do they have top line growth or not? And then finally, we got free cash flow. One thing folks ask me is really, hey, can you give me an idea about are these companies making money? So that's why I added free cash flow, cash as well as free cash flow here. Cash tells you how much cash they have on the balance sheet, and free cash flow tells you what's the trailing 12-month free cash flow. So if you're a person who want to play the short game, make sure you don't go after stocks that are losing money big time. Instead, go after a little bit better names here. And I also added here quick ratio. Quick ratio is a little bit better than the current ratio. It tells you whether the company has got enough money to meet short-term financial obligations. So when the quick ratio is low, like below 1, look here, we got few areas like AUR, BBY. Look, it's a little bit lower quick ratio. I like the ones with the quick ratio more than 1. These are a little more stable stocks, so that way you don't get trapped into these stocks and get your money lost. So that's why always focus on stocks with a quick ratio more than 1. They will serve you better. And then finally, we got RSI. Typically, I don't like to play short squeeze game when the RSI is above 50. My favorites are when the short RSI is below 50. And then I also added a PC ratio, put call ratio. When the put call ratio is below 1 or even much below 0.5, that tells you in the options market, folks are betting the stock will go higher. But if the put call ratio is high, for example, right here, BZ, as you can see here, extreme high put call ratio, that tells you, folks are shorting the stock, indicated by high short ratio, and also they're buying put options just to make sure, they can make money when the stock comes down. That's why, stocks like BZ, it has got both short ratio as well as put call ratio, high put call ratio, and the stock is going higher in the near term. If the stock like this, if it goes up, it will go up nicely, because look, it's a nice market cap, $13 billion, and they have 600 million sales, and sales, they got nice gross margin. And also, as we scan through here, let's highlight this whole thing here. As you can see here, it's got a nice $1.8 billion cash and 223 million of free cash flow here, and nice expectation from earnings growth as well as next year revenue growth. So stocks like this, you can you can take advantage. and buy them as we have high short ratio here. So with that, let's look at few names here. I will not belabor this too much. You can look at the list and go through same criteria. And with that, keep watching. We got a few names here with nice EPS growth and revenue growth, and also nice debt to equity ratio. So with that, let's look at a couple of them here. Top of this, Doximity. Doximity is one of my favorite stock. Look, it's got overall score of 40, and they got nice quick ratio that tells you they got enough money. And look, they got $10 billion market cap. It's a very big company from a market cap perspective. Nice sales, nice gross margin. I like it. Company making money, net margin positive, and stock is going higher. Look, stock is going higher in 1 day and 5 day. That's a good idea. It's got a little bit higher price to sales ratio, tells you valuation is a little bit high. But look, they have cash 776 million, and they got free cash flow positive. That's also good. And they got nice expectation for revenue growth next year. That's good. Altman-Z score nice and high, great. So this one is the one I would take this trade and buy some Doximity. It's, as you can see here, in the near term, stock is going higher, and RSI is a little high right now. You could even wait for this to cool off a little bit and then buy, but it's a great one. If it gets hit, you could buy some Doximity. This will do well. Then we got a few more here. Use the same methodology. If the stock has got nice fundamentals and it's down and low RSI, you could trade them or buy them. Look, we got one more here, Applovin. Same story. I like this one too. It's got nice sales and nice market cap, high market cap, nice sales, nice gross margin. Net margin is barely negative, just 1% negative. This can make money as we go forward and profitable. And look, it's got nice $1.5 billion cash, free cash flow positive, and also nice expectation for next year from an EPS growth perspective as well as revenue growth perspective. Nice Altman-Z score. I would pick up such names here and go after them. They will serve you very well. And look at a couple more stocks here. Got one more here with the nice cash position here. Lemonade has been beaten down off late, as many of you know. This one, it's even lower in 1 day, 5 day. Probably you can wait on this one here. I don't see an uptick here. Wait for a small uptick, then you can jump after it. Then we got a few more here. Look, we got a few names. One more right here, Fisker. Look, they got a lot of money, $1.4 billion cash. Right now, Fisker has got free cash flow negative, and also net margin is negative. So you got to watch out such names here with a low score. Probably you could skip that one and go after better candidates here. And next one we got here, BZ. BZ, as you can, I think we talked about BZ. They got a lot of money, $1.8 billion. You could go after such names here and buy some BZ. It's trying to go higher in 1 day, as you can see here. Overall score is 8, which is a little better. I like the ones with the double-digit score. And you could also look at high score candidates here. We got Canadian Pacific. I'm wondering why somebody would short Canadian Pacific here. It's got a nice net margin. Company is making money, and look, they got a lot of cash. Free cash flow is $2.2 billion, and they got nice cash flow also. I would be buying stocks like CP here. It's a good one. And then got BT. It's one of my favorites. You could slowly buy this one also. Crypto cohorts are dropping off, as you can see here. You could buy this one here. It's trying to go higher, as you can see here. Overall score is also good. It's 60. And then you got a few more, as you see here. Our Dutch Brothers, a coffee chain, high octane coffee. Look, it's going down right now, as you can see here. This company does not have too much money. Quick ratio is 0.4. That's why you got to be careful with such names. I like the one with the quick ratio more than 1. And then OCGN looks like quick ratio is good. The company is they have got money to meet short-term obligations, and net margin is positive right now. Company is making money, And look, there is a nice expectation for next year from an earnings per share perspective. You could look at this one also. It's got nice Altman-Z score, as you can see here. So with that, let's look at a few more names here. I will not go through all of them. Use the same methodology here, and go after the better companies. Keep watching RSI. Keep watching the quick ratio. Make sure quick ratio is more than 1. It's not red. If it is red, try to avoid it. And look at the future expectation, as you can see here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at a few more. So this is the next list here. You could look at this one also. And I like the ones with nice and high overall score here. Look, we got one more. I think it's the Tellurian. Tellurian, as you can see here, not Tellurian. Next one here, Aeo American Eagle. Nice high score, 78. And stock is going higher. You could buy such names here. Look, RSI 39. You could look at such stocks here and take advantage and buy them. And we got one more here with the score of 44. That's a China data, not China data. Next one here, China data. China data is also trying to go higher in 5-day. And this company, as you see here, RSI is a little higher. I would wait on this one here. No need to rush on this one here. All right. Next, let's look at how to grow the portfolio safely, still take advantage of high short stocks. So we look at positive gross margin candidates here. And low RSI, volume more than 1 million shares, and Altman-Z score more than 1.8. That tells you these companies have enough money. They are not bankruptcy type stocks. So with that, let's jump in here. Look, we got the list here, and look at the gross margin. All gross margin greater than it's positive. That tells you these companies have got nice bottom line discipline. And look at the free cash flow here, or cash on the balance sheet. Many of these companies have got nice cash on the balance sheet here. Free cash flow for many companies is positive. That's always good. And keep watching overall score. We talked about Canadian Pacific. That's a good one here. Nice overall score. Companies got enough money. You could take advantage and buy that. Apple is other one here. Nice 20 score, double digit. And look, they got enough money. $1 billion cash on the balance sheet. Nice expectation for the future. You could go after that one also. And we got a few more, as you can see. We got two more here. BT, we talked about it. That's also a good one here. And we got two more here. Chewy and CWH, Camping World. Actually, Chewy and Dix both have got nice and high overall score here. You could take advantage. Even Chewy is good here. It's also trying to go higher in 1 day. You could take advantage. Go after such candidates here. From a quick ratio perspective, it's a little bit low, as you see here. That tells you these companies they don't have enough money, but given many of these have got some cash in the balance sheet, you could look at them also. But generally, I like the ones with the high quick ratio. And we got a few more here. Look, we got one more. We talked about AEO, nice score here, and two more here. Let's look at these. We got Sleep Number and SFM or Sprouts. Both have got nice score. You could take advantage here. Look, Sleep Number could be better. It's trying to go higher now. Whereas Sprouts market, it already went higher nicely. You could wait on this to come down a little more. And we got a few more, as you see here. I like a Riot blockchain, one of my favorite. You could take advantage and buy some Riot blockchain. And look, I also like Confluent here. Confluent is a software company, as many of you know here. This company has got a nice expectation for the future from analysts. Nice money. They got all good Altman-Z score, as you can see here. For a long-term investors, you could buy some CFLT. You will do well. Fiverr used to be rocket star. It was doing very nicely earlier. Now stock is down. Nice expectation for the future here. And look, nice cash, as you can see here. I think it's a good one. Long term, it's a good one. It's trying to go higher, as you can see here. And nice sales growth, as you can see here. Last one is Riot blockchain. Also one of my favorites. You could take advantage and buy some Riot blockchain here. Nice high score, which is 80. All right, now let's look at a few more here. follow the same methodology. Keep watching gross margin and net margin. If you are very conservative, go after net margin positive companies. Watch quick ratio. If you are conservative, go after the quick ratio more than 1. That tells you company got enough money to meet short-term financial obligations. And look at the cash and the free cash flow. If you're conservative, go after free cash flow positive companies. You do well, and you could also go after the cash cows. Like Square is one of my favorite here. They got a lot of money, as you can see here, $8 billion cash. Square is a good company run by um, run by our favorite co-founder and CEO. I think they will do well. And we got a few more here. Keep watching the ones with a high score here. You got QIWI. That's got a high score. That has got a very good score, as you can see here. Stock is going higher. You could look at that one also. And put call ratio is high. That tells you even in the options market, folks are a little bit worried. They're buying a lot of put options and hedging themselves. That's why if these stocks with both short ratio and put call ratio high, if they go higher, they will squeeze the shorts and go high. So we got a few more, as you see here. We got DDD 3D Systems, and look, it's got an overall nice 71 score. You could look at that one also. It's also trying to go higher in the short term. You could buy that one too. All right, so as usual, look at the high score ones. We got CDXS here. I think that's the one, nice and high score. You could go after that one too, and go from there. All right, so we got one more page here. Look, same methodology here. Use the same methodology. I like the one with the high score. We got 2 here, both Car Gurus and Signet, nice and high score. Look, 98 and 72. Car Gurus, I think party has moved on here. I would not buy it up here. It's shooting higher. It already has its day, and you could slowly buy some Signet here. They got nice free cash and nice cash in the balance sheet. You could buy some Signet here and go from there. All right, so keep watching here. We got a few more. RCII rent-a-car came crashing down last week. At this time, it is beaten down. Very low RSI 22. You could take advantage and buy some of that stock here. Vibo also, as you see here, they got nice cash on the balance sheet. Chinese stock trying to go higher, high short rate. You could also buy this one if you can take some short-term pain. And we got a few more as we scan through here. We got one more with high short ratio, Akamai. Akamai is one of my favorite stock here. Look, its short ratio is 9%. Net margin positive company. You could take advantage and buy some Akamai. They will do great. And we got a few more. We got EYE, which is again a EYE as well as Yeti here. Yeti, both of them have got positive cash flow and a positive net margin. As you can see here, companies are making money. And look, short ratio is relatively high. You could take advantage, not too high, and buy them. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.